family and I spend most of our time right here in this sunroom, so today I'm going to build a coffee table that'll fit right in front of the sofa. I found a piece of wood at the home center that's the perfect size so I don't have to do any cutting. What I'm really excited about is that I'm going to build it out of acrylic and it's going to have a nice wood top. So here's what I'll need to create this table. A 2 foot by 3 foot sheet of 1/2 inch acrylic, fine grit sandpaper, pre-stained wood conditioner, wood stain, satin polyurethane, a drill driver, 1/8 of an inch and 1/4 of an inch drill bits, 2.5 inch wood screws, hinged screw caps, spray paint, a 1x4 piece of pine cut to 4 feet, and to top it off, 20 inch by 4 foot slab of stained grade wood. My first step is to stain my tabletop. Now this is spruce, which is a softwood, so that means I need to condition the wood before I stain it. If I didn't condition it, it would end up pretty splotchy, so that's a good place to start. Before conditioning the wood, everything needs to be sanded to a nice, smooth finish. Density and porosity in wood species varies, so some areas of a piece of wood may absorb a lot of stain, where others can absorb very little. So conditioning helps bring the wood density to an equal level, resulting in a more even finish for the stain. Okay, so this is a conditioner for wood, but I wonder if it would work in my hair. I don't think I want to test it out though. Follow the direction of the grain when applying the conditioner. After letting it set for about 5 to 15 minutes, wipe off any excess. Then you've only got about 2 hours to apply stain before the conditioner's effects wear off and you're back to square one. Stain is applied the same way as the conditioner, following the wood grain. For a lighter tone, wipe off the stain immediately. For a deeper tone, let it set for 5 to 10 minutes before wiping off the excess. To attach my acrylic to my wood top, I'm going to use a regular wood screw, but I don't want the exposed screw head. So when I was walking by my shutters the other day, I realized I could probably use the same hinged screw cover that they use to hang vinyl shutters like I have right here. I couldn't find it in the color that I wanted, so I'm going to jazz it up with some gold spray paint. I can't say this enough, always spray in light even coats, especially when working with small parts like these hinge caps. A single heavy coat could easily flake off later and ruin our masterpiece. I'm really excited to work with acrylic. I've seen a lot of cool furniture made with it, but I was always intimidated because it looked like glass and it seems like it would be hard to work with. But after some research, I realized that the cast acrylic that I bought, and especially with it being a 1/2 inch thick, that I'm able to cut it with a regular table saw blade and I can drill through it with regular wood bits. So I really don't have anything to lose. So now that's what I'm going to do is drill my holes to attach it to my wood top. Each acrylic piece is 20 inches wide. I'm marking 3 holes on each leg, 2 at 4 inches from the outside and 1 in the middle, spacing them 3/8 of an inch from the top edge. Next, drill through each mark using a 1/4 inch bit. Here's another good tip for drilling holes in acrylic: to set it on top of a piece of scrap wood. That way, don't lose control of your drill and potentially crack your acrylic. The scrap wood will catch your drill bit. It'll also save you from drilling a hole into your workbench. Even though acrylic is a pretty forgiving surface to work with, a big mistake could be costly. So this step is a good time to practice patience and a steady hand. There are 2 more holes towards the bottom of each acrylic piece to drill out. These are for the brace, which I'll show you in a second. Measure 9 inches from each side and 3.5 inches from the bottom of each piece. Then drill out each mark with the same drill bit. If my acrylic hadn't come with this protective layer on it, I would need to put down a piece of painter's tape just to protect the acrylic from the drill bit and to keep the drill bit from wandering. Next, I'm going to drill pilot holes through the wood. Replace the 1/4 inch drill bit with an 1/8 inch drill bit. Setting everything upside down, line the top side of each acrylic piece with the tabletop and draw a mark onto the wood top through each hole. Set the acrylic aside and pre-drill each mark on the wood. Drilling pilot holes, which prevents wood from expanding or splitting, is an important and often overlooked step. Okay, this is the moment I've been waiting for, to peel back the paper on the acrylic to see what it looks like, and then I'll be able to assemble it to the wood tabletop. Now it's time for assembly. Slide each screw through a cap before attaching the acrylic to the tabletop. I'm using Torx screws, but Phillips head wood screws would work just as well. Since my table is so long, I wanted to add this support beam near the bottom to help stabilize the whole thing. A crucial step in making this table last is to coat it with a protective coating like polyurethane. So I'll get to that later, but first I have to see what it looks like inside my sunroom. Acrylic is great for small rooms because it doesn't make the room look full. You can see right through the furniture. I love the way my coffee table turned out, and I think my husband's gonna like it too. Thanks for checking in. I've got so many projects to share with you, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss my next episode.